Why is your dog not listening? And I tell you, it's not about obedience. It's about your energy. It's about what kind of dog owner and what kind of pet parent do you want to be. I give you an example. Let's think about our work. When we work in a company where we have a boss, what kind of boss would you like to have? You want to have a boss who is around you with a stick. If you don't do this, this will be the consequence. If you are late, this will be the consequence. And adding up work and work and work and work and work. Or do you want to have a boss who is nice? Just simple, nice. Maybe he says, okay, these are the things that we need to do. This is the time schedule. Let's work out how we're going to do it. It's already more collaborative. It gives you more space. Then maybe on, I don't know, random days, he brings donuts and good coffee to the break room and says, okay, go and have a treat. Like, treat yourself. He's flexible. He says, okay, you have your kids school thing tomorrow. Kind of last moment, but let's make it work. It's the same thing with dogs. You need to understand that the way you interact with your animal makes all the difference. But you cannot just be a loving pet parent. It doesn't make everything rosy and wonderful. You might be loving as heck, but then you still have problems with your dog. There's also other reasons. Might be that your dog is not listening to you because the environment is too noisy. Let's go into human world to think about an example. You have a class of kids from 6 to 8 years old, and they have to take a test. They go into a classroom. They have their little places there with their pens, erasers, and then comes the test. It goes quite fine. Some of them do great, some of them a little bit less, but everybody gets through it in some way. And we put them to the Disney World. Most of the kids will absolutely fail because the environment is too exciting. And it's also wrong to ask them to try to do the test in that kind of environment. If trained to tolerate distractions, eventually they would be able to do the test in that kind of situation. It's the same with dogs. You have to think about, okay, what's the difference here? Is the environment too difficult? Is there too much noise? What is the reason here? Already the environments that we're living are not that natural for them, and many of the behaviors that they would naturally do, they cannot do around us, or in the environment that they're living in. I remember many phone calls that I've had during the years with the clients where they say, "I have a beagle that digs my garden." Yeah, my response: "You have a beagle." That's completely normal behavior for any kind of dog, but especially for beagle. It doesn't mean they have to get rid of the beagle. It just means that they need to find a way for those natural behaviors to come through. So maybe we build a sandbox with leaves and toys buried in it, where the beagle can actually dig. Maybe you don't leave the dog on the yard, so he cannot dig up your roses. There are so many factors. Might be a physiological factor. Might be that your dog is a male that is not neutered, and there's a female in heat. We don't sense it, but definitely your dog does. Most of the women, if you put them to concentrate in front of a fire station where they're good-looking guys, they don't concentrate whatsoever. Might be pain that he's feeling. If I have a headache at the back of my head, I can guarantee you I'm not going to be 100% concentrated because I can feel my head. This is what we do often. You're a bad dog because you didn't listen to me. Let's look at yourself. How many times do you do everything the way you're told to? You don't question, you just do. You just obey. How many times does that really happen? And that is exactly what you are waiting from your pet. You wait every single time that they act to perfection. And that is just wrong. We need to take a step down and think, how much can we ask and what is right? Might be that your dog is just not having a good day. Might be that. There's so many reasons why the dog maybe is not concentrating properly, and it's not because he's a bad dog. I hope you enjoyed today's Real Talk. I wish to see you next time. I definitely want to see your comments. Have a wonderful day. Bye.